Thank you for joining me for our meditation time today. I'd like to focus on, I think, a very key issue that a lot of us have to deal with on a daily basis, and that's anger. In Ephesians 4:26, it says, "Be ye angry and sin not, and do not let the sun go down upon your wrath." That verse really talks about how it's okay, believe it or not, to be angry. See, a lot of people think anger in and of itself is wrong and it's bad, but it's not. For example, think of all the scriptures where God gets angry and gets hurt at his people. But this passage specifically says, be angry. In other words, it's okay to get angry. Anger is just an emotion that you and I go through. I go through it a lot. I think overall a happy, uplifting type of guy. And I love to be that way. But there are times where I like to say the Italian in me comes out where I get a little teed off and I get angry. But the key that we need to understand is not that you get angry, because you all do, you know it. Just admit it. The key question is how you handle that anger. Is that you don't simmer on it. You don't keep it inside you. That's really the key. And that's what that Bible passage in Ephesians talks about. It says that when you get angry, it's okay. Don't freak out. God still loves you. But don't go to sleep on it. Don't let the sun come down. And yet, because what happens, that's when you simmer. And that's when you get it all built up inside you. And then that's when all of a sudden you're like that pressure cooker that builds up all that pressure inside. And sooner or later, you're just going to explode. So the thing of it is, I'd like to encourage you, you got to release it. If it's a person you're angry with, I would highly recommend, confronting that person in a loving way, in a good way. Just telling them why you're hurt, why you're angry, and that's going to be probably the simplest way to solve it. If it's at a spouse, don't go to sleep until you resolve your anger. Just, deal with it immediately, right there, right now. That's how you handle anger. So remember this, I don't want you to feel guilty about feeling anger. There's nothing wrong with being angry. We all go through it, even God does. But God also allows us and wants us to settle it immediately. And that's what this verse talks about. Because when you do that, you become a better person inside. And that anger won't build up and eat you alive. So God bless you today. May he walk with you today. And may he lessen that anger in you today so that you can feel good about who you are and who you're with. Have a great day. Amen.